The Ecoviva Countertop reverse osmosis system is a simple, easy, low-powered way to get filtered drinking water in your house. Let's take a look at it. The packaging that comes with this unit is super robust and should get the unit to use safely no matter where you live. While they are using styrofoam to keep everything secure, it is nice that this type of foam is recyclable at most places, so be sure to check with your recycling center to see if you can get this stuff reused. It is going to be packaged in two separate bags, one that has the carafe for filtered water, and then the main unit itself in the second bag. Everything is pre-assembled with this unit, including the two filters, so there is very little that you will need to do to get this unit ready to go. The first thing that you are going to need to do is flush the filters, but unfortunately my video file of the initial flush got corrupted and I was not able to use it. All you need to do though is fill the reservoir on the back of the unit with water and then plug the unit in, and it will run that water through the filters and back into the reservoir, and you will likely see the water get darker as it flushes out the charcoal dust from the filter. This is completely normal, and you will want to do that 2 to 3 times until the water in the reservoir remains clear. After that, it is time to give the unit a test and see how well it actually works. On the front of the unit, when you are filtering the water, it will read what the total dissolved solids or TDS reading is for both the unfiltered liquid in the reservoir and for the filtered water as it passes into the carafe. You can see as I flip between the two readings, it shows that the TDS in the carafe is starting out at 50, and when it comes to purified water, you want to see a reading between at most 50 to 150, with lower being better. As I change the reading to the source, you can see that the TDS is starting out at around 500 and increases as the water is filtered, while the filtered water gets down to around 25 TDS as the process finishes up. The source TDS ends up at almost 1000, and let's take a look at the unit from the side to talk about why that is happening. You can see that I'm using my favorite test for these water filter units. I have filled the reservoir with a gallon of black tea that has been sitting in the sun for 4 days. What you are going to notice if you watch the back of the unit is that the liquid level drains down until it gets to the divider panel that is in there, and then only the side closest to us will finish draining. That is because the reverse osmosis part of this unit has to have somewhere to put the wastewater, and that stays in the reservoir as it finishes off, which is why that source TDS number kept going up. As the purified water makes its way to the carafe, the wastewater just keeps getting pushed back into the reservoir, which means that you end up with all of the dissolved solids packed into a smaller amount of liquid, bringing that reading up. Once the unit is finished filtering, you end up with a carafe of purified water, with all the wastewater in the reservoir that you just need to get rid of. I drank the entire carafe over the course of the day, and it had no taste at all, which is what you should expect. It completely filtered out everything that was not water, which was amazing. One thing that I do want to talk about is the power consumption with the Ecoviva water purifier, as you might expect a process like this to eat up a lot of electricity. However, it only consumes about 20 watts as it is running, as it just has a small water pump that it pushes the water past the two internal filters that this unit has, so it is incredibly energy efficient. Speaking of those filters, if you remove the water reservoir and then the top of the unit, which is held on by magnets, you can see the two filters that are in there. The one closest to us is the reverse osmosis filter, and the one on the other side is the composite filter cartridge. Both are listed to last for about a year, but that is really going to depend on how much you are using it and how dirty the water you are putting through it is. Replacement cartridges are available on their website, with the replacement RO cartridge costing $55 and the replacement composite filter costing $35, which is actually really affordable when you look at some of the competitors on the market. The Ecoviva Countertop reverse osmosis system is currently $300 on their website, which may sound expensive, but is actually fairly affordable when you look at comparable systems, and the included filters should get you a full year of use. I have been using this unit for the last few weeks down here in the studio, and have been very impressed with how well it works. A big thank you to Ecoviva for sending over this unit for us to take a look at, and if you want to check it out for yourself, make sure to click on the link to their website in the description down below.